Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down and talk with the head coach. Jerod Mayo joins me now. Before we get to the Charger game, I thought it was a great effort up in Buffalo, to tell you the truth. Was it a tell of two halves for your football team?
Yeah, 100%. You know, we came out fast, offensively and defensively, special teams wise, and the first half was great. And then unfortunately, obviously, the second half kind of tailed off a little bit. And look, good football teams have to put that stuff together. What I will say is, I thought the guys showed a lot of resilience. Just play after play after play, and an atmosphere and environment where it's loud.
Loud and cold.
It's loud, it's loud, it's cold. And I thought the guys handled the cold well, which was good to see.
I remember sitting in here after the Chicago game, said that was the best first half of football we had. Was that one against the Bills the best first half you've had?
Yeah, to me, against the Bills, against a divisional opponent, against a team that is fighting for the #1 seed, against a team that is playing better than anyone else in the league right now, to me, this was the best start that we had all season.
I remember you were asked this after the game. You said you had to go and watch the tape. The screen pass from your own 10, was it just mechanically bad spacing? Because you really don't want to sort of throw that lateral, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you want Ramondre to be a little flatter on that. And look, if we get the cut block on the end of the line player, that is a big play. If you go back and watch the film, that's a big play if we get that cut block. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get that, and they made a play out of it. The big picture thing is, you can't have 3 turnovers against any team in the league and expect to win the game, especially a team as well coached and as talented as the Buffalo Bills.
One more quick thing on turnovers. Ramondre, that's 7 times he's put the ball on the ground. We talked about this earlier in the year.
Yeah.
You addressed it. Does that need to be addressed again? Or?
Yeah, and I would say, when he fumbled, yesterday, AG went in there and did a good job. And I always tell those guys, when you have the ball in your hand, you're carrying the fortunes of everyone in the room, not only the players, the coaches, everyone, and there's nothing more important than the ball. Now, in saying that, Ramondre is a professional. He'll bounce back. He's still one of the best backs in the league. He runs hard. He does a lot of good things. We just got to clean up the fumbles.
I want to talk to you about the 8:33 left in the game in the fourth quarter. Buffalo's moved the ball in the previous 2 drives pretty well. You still had all 3 timeouts. 4th down there. Why did you punt?
Yeah, I just thought that was best for the football team. And I would say, once you get into the fourth quarter, those timeouts are very valuable.
It's good to have them.
It is good to have them, whether it's a delayed game where we don't take a timeout or anything like that. Like, sometimes you have to sacrifice those 5 yards just to keep those timeouts in your pocket. But again, I thought that was what was best for the football team.
All right, time now for Ask Me Almost Anything, and this comes from Alex F. All the good things that you did in the Buffalo game, how do you carry those over to the Charger game?
Yeah, it starts in the film room. It starts, going in there, looking at good plays, looking at how we need to play on a consistent basis. And then I would also say, look, put the mirror in front of their faces and show them the things that we didn't do well. And, whether that's players, coaches, myself, how we put multiple drives together, whether offensively or defensively, that's what it takes to win the game.
And when you do it game to game and you can string those together, it gives you a little bit of an identity, right?
That's right. And I would say, after the game in Buffalo, I think one of the clear things is that we have a mentally tough football team that can, go and compete with anyone.
All right, if you want to ask the coach a question, you got to go to patriots.com/askcoach. You're going to be backside of Mayo later in the show.
Let's do it.
Hang tight. More Patriots All Access. We'll be back right after this.